Hey folks, it's Frithgar here, how you doing? Welcome back to City Skylines. I've just been looking at the trains a little bit, actually, just to try and figure out what might be causing all the problems. And it would appear that it's where they leave the map. Most of the issues seem to be where they leave the map. They come in and then they back up to the point where they leave the map. And then it sort of comes back in and it causes a load of problems. See, this is all backed up all the way up there. And it backs in a load further. And then it just ends up tailing back right across the entire map. And I don't think there's very much I can do about it. Because it kind of... You know, when there is a gap, when there's no trains there, it all seems to be flowing quite freely. But it's as soon as the tracks... As soon as the trains... You know, they go to the edge of the map. And there doesn't seem to be anything that allows them to escape. And I don't really know why. I don't really know if there's anything I can do about that. And I don't know what I could do to change it. So I'm going to try and have a look at that at some point. But I'm not going to worry about it right now. We've got our new residential district over here that is slowly accumulating people. And the towers are building, right? I set all of this side over here building, didn't I? And... it's building. You know, the towers are going up. The people are moving in. It's absolutely great. So we've got 130,000 people on the map now. Our dam over here is outputting water. It's outputting water now at a fairly steady rate. The water here is marginally higher than it used to be, but not very much. It's not a great deal of change. This has impacted it ever so slightly, but overall it doesn't seem to have had any lasting effect. It's just raised it just the tiniest little bit up here. However, down here it's not really changed because all we've done is stopped the water coming from all of those plants there. And, yeah, they're not doing anything. So, then we've got the lake up here. Now, we set the water thing going over here. We set a water source up here, and it's created this wave that has come across the lake. And it's sort of reached about this far so far. That's as far as we've gotten at the moment. And then there is another water source at the bottom of the lake over here. So there should now be a current of water flowing in this direction. At least that's the plan. And if you have a look across the entire thing, there's a strong current obviously coming down here, which is all the raw sewage that is pumping in. We've got a couple of these are not running at the moment. That's because... they don't have, we don't have enough sewage coming out to connect all of them in, but most of them are actually running. And then you look over here, this is where the water is running to. It gets to that point right there. That's the sort of the point of absorption right there. And it seems to be working quite well. At the moment, it seems to be working well. So we're going to leave that running. And what I'm hoping is that we're going to basically just end up with more of this. The whole idea here is that we end up with lots more poop. We want lots more poop. Loads more poop. We did unlock all of the monuments and stuff. Now, I got all of the ones on the first level. Well, I say all of. We unlocked most of, because we didn't get all of them, did we? We've still got the Green Cities DLC. I've not been able to do anything with that one, and I'm not really sure why. But it wouldn't load the game for me. I did try again, and it still wouldn't work. So I'm just going to leave it as it is. I'm not going to worry about it. But the Bird and Bee Haven, right there, we need self-sufficient building specialization. Now, I'm not sure where I get the building self-sufficient one. We have a look in the districts. It's not in industry. So then we go in here. We've got leisure specialization, organic and local produce, and tourism. So it's not in there. If we go to the office specialization, you've got none or you've got IT, and we've got some IT stuff. We've also got a whole load of leisure specialization here for Silver Fennekin, and we don't have any tourism specialization, but we do have organic and local produce right there, which is on the road. So that one there is all organic and local produce, and then we've got over here, we've got a big IT cluster as well. So it must be these. Self-sufficient buildings. So we need 5,000 squares of self-sufficient buildings in order to be able to unlock that level 1 unique building over here. It's that one there, which is the Birds and Bees. Bird and Bee Haven. Now we get that one. That then unlocks the ultimate recycling plant. And we're able to build that one. Now, at the moment, we don't have enough money for a fusion power plant. Some people don't want me to have the fusion power plant because it outputs 16,000 megawatts of power, and essentially you never need any other power on the map ever again. You don't need to worry about other power. If I do build the fusion power plant, I still will build other power things. The Doomsday Vault is 1.6 million. The Hadron Collider is 800,000. The Medical Center 650. The Space Elevator is 1.5 million. And the Eden Project is 850,000. I'd quite like to build the Eden Project, although it doesn't look like the Eden Project that is near me. I quite like the Eden Project that's near me. It's very cool going into the domes and seeing all the different stuff. But no, we're not going to worry about those for the moment. What I want to do first is I've got these. Then I want to move to the tourism and leisure ones. We've got a casino, we've got a driving range, and we've got a luxury hotel that we can build. The zoo and the fantastic fountain, we've already constructed those. So these right here, I'd like to build these next. This is going to be the next ones that we're going to build. So first up, we got the casino. And actually, we've got a massive leisure zone over here. So I think that this would be the best place to put the casino. I don't have very much other ones. I don't have very many other things anywhere else. So we've got a few. We've got one over there. We got the zoo there. We got one by Nigel Pipe and Miss Pelt right there. Devansh Mahajan and Charles and Jamie O'Connell. They've got a few, and Patrick's got one there. All the rest are over here. This is kind of our big zone. I might put self-sufficient housing right in the middle of there. Once we've built all of these down through, I might just dump a load of self-sufficient housing right in the middle. But the casino is absolutely perfect fitting. It's just the perfect fit to go here, isn't it? So we're going to dump the casino in that one right there. Because I cannot think of a better place to put the casino than right in the middle of, well, right on the edge of the whole leisure district. The driving range as well. I mean, this is all tourism and leisure. So, I mean, it's really, we ought to be putting all of these on here. Driving range. Where could I put that? Can I fit that one in? I can't fit that one in there because it won't build onto the water. But I could build it right next to it, so I could dump that one there. So we've got a driving range in there. That's altered things a little bit. We've still got a lot of red down here. But there's not a lot I can do about that because we've got this great big road in the way. And then we've got a luxury hotel. This is big old big old hotel. This one is. That is some hotel. That is. Can't quite build it there because there's a train track in the way. But that actually would be like the best spot to build it. Is just there. I can't think of a better place to build it, to be honest. Can't build it down there because it's, you know, the slope too steep and all that kind of nonsense. And the roads are too tight together for me to be able to fit it in here anywhere. It's just too big to go in there. It's not going to fit on any of the roads in here. I just don't have the space for it in here. I mean, I could, like, replan things, but what I'm actually thinking is I want to put it right there, as tight that way as I can, and I can do that very easily if I remove the railway there, like that, first. Then we get the old hotel, and we put that one up as far to that side as we can go, which is right there. So I'm going to put the hotel there for the leisure and tourism district. And then I'm going to come back down here. Now, I've got a cargo station there, which is not really the station that I want to have there, I don't think. I think that we've got the wrong station here. So let's remove that one a second. And instead of having that one, what we'd want there would be a passenger station. And I'm just going to go with a regular small passenger station. I'm going to put that one there because, you know, this people are coming here from they're coming here to, like, go to all the leisure ones, and I don't think we really want anything else here. I think this is, like, the optimal type of station. I don't think we need more cargo stations here. We've got some cargo stations already, so I don't think we need more cargo stations here. And then that one can join onto there like that. So that's starting to join in. And then I've got... Well, actually, I need to do something with the power here. So we want to join that one and that one together. And probably just join that one in there. Just so that it's got a little bit of backup on that. There, right. So now I've got a passenger station in there instead of a cargo station, which I think is going to ultimately be a better choice. So then over this side, I'm in the McStallion YT district at the moment, and that's coming here. So that's going to be standard commercial, and then I've got this is the Silver Fennekin district, which is the other type, the leisure one, right there. I don't think I'm going to change the McStallion one to anything different. I think we're going to leave that one exactly as it is. So I am going to take this, and I've got high density commercial zoning all the way through here. I was wondering whether to do high density or low density.
The Forest Service has stated that there is a risk of an imminent forest fire in the area. Residents are advised to avoid forested areas. A forest fire is raging in the area. Leave campsites and tree houses immediately.
I've never had a forest fire before. Seems to be spreading. We've got a building now that has caught on fire. How quickly are they going to put this out? We've got 2 buildings now on fire. Where are we? We're in Poorside. Right on the edge of Poorside. We've got... Well, we've at least got some emergency services have turned up. They are able to do that. The main tunnel into this area is over here. And the real traffic jams are all over here. So we don't need to worry about that side. That's not going to hold anything up. We've got... More fires are raging, and they're coming in beside the buildings. I don't think it's going to take... There we go, we've got helicopters coming in. It should be able to be taken care of pretty quickly. At least I'm hoping. He's hoofing it down with rain. That ought to at least slow it down a little bit. Absolutely hoofing it down at the moment. So where is... There is the helicopters. They're on their way, and they're going to be starting to put this out. In they come with their buckets. Okay, that's pretty cool, that is, that they're now putting that out. They're all coming in now. This is very cool. Okay, I like this. Look at them all coming in. Getting that fire put out. We've still got some buildings that are burning. But generally speaking, we've had a good response for this one, and I think we're gonna be alright. I think we're gonna be alright. Right, we'll leave that one to it, and we can speed things back up again. So they will very quickly get that one put out. There's another helicopter coming in there. It's just a few buildings left on fire now. The forest fire itself has been put out. Overall, I'm quite pleased with the result. So anyway, what I was saying was over here. I was wondering whether to do low density or high density commercial. And I think I'll do low-density commercial just on the edge there. But then all the rest of this is going to be high-density commercial zoning.
A forest fire is raging in the area. Leave campsites and tree houses immediately.
But you already said, is that the same one? I'm assuming it's the same one that's still not quite been put out. Let's switch over to that. And we'll build up all of this. I want all of this now to be the commercial district. See, and the commercial district here is growing very, very quickly. Because we've got a bit of demand for commercial zoning, it means that we are going to hopefully then create a load of jobs, which will then be filled by people and increase the demand over here for people moving into the houses. And that's getting pretty close to completely full. We do have some garbage issues. Garbage has piled up. So yeah, we've got some garbage issues. The garbage trucks, they come from down here. They should be able to take care of the garbage just coming up through that tower. I think they'll be alright. So let's go back here to the housing, and we want to fill in now the rest of the housing. I've got most of what I want now. So we'll fill that one in. There, we'll just start filling in all of these zones here so that we can just get all the rest of this filled in with housing. Some of these are going to take a while to fill. I will go... Let me switch over to this one, and then we'll just paint it all in. We'll paint the whole lot in. I'll fill every single last little bit now with housing. And then we can just sit back and let them grow. Let them expand so that we've got another massive, great big chunk of housing. And this has two benefits. Benefit number one is that we increase the amount of money that comes in through taxation and so on. Benefit number two, which is slightly more sinister, is that we get a lot more sewage coming out of them. All this extra districts and stuff, we get much more sewage coming out, which is going to be filling up our lake a little bit faster. Ready for our imminent disaster. Now, I asked you all a couple of episodes ago, I think I may have mentioned it in the last episode, I'm not sure, where you wanted me to go next, because I felt that, you know, really we were kind of coming to the end of this series. But pretty much everybody that commented said, please don't stop this yet. You're really enjoying it. Okay, I can understand that you're really enjoying it, but the reason that I was, you know, I'm thinking of moving on is because I feel like we're reaching the end of what we can do. I mean, yeah, I can do things like go back through and try to rework the railways, and you know, there's more districts we can add in. I might be able to find some extra mods and stuff that we can play around with. But other than, like, you know, most of the mods for this game seem to be like additional models, which I gotta be honest, I don't think are that particularly interesting, at least from watching a gameplay point of view. You got one building and you got another building, you know, there are a couple of different types that you can get, but from a gameplay point of view, how interesting is it to sit and just look at you know, 24 different types of building? So I'm still very cautious, but I do hear you, and I'm willing at the moment to put on hold plans to leave this whole thing, and I am, you know, I'm quite happy to sort of come back and keep going. Well, come back. I'm quite happy to keep going with the series. If that's what you really all think that you want. If you're absolutely convinced that I should be staying here longer and doing more on this, I'll keep going with it for a while longer. I don't know how much longer, but I'll keep going with it at the moment, and then we'll sort of see. We'll play this one by ear. Now, oh, I put them underground. I didn't forget about them. I was just looking at them thinking, oh, I've completely forgotten about those, but no, I haven't. We will put in a police station up here, like that, and we'll put in, I'll put another one in over here next to the train station. Is it going to be enough? I'll put another one here next to this one. I'll bring that one up. There we go. Right, now everybody's got fire and everything else. And you can see immediately all of these structures are starting to upgrade because I've just introduced a bit of police and so on. So healthcare as well, we ought to add in a little bit of that. I'll put in a big hospital there, and I'll come down this end and I'll plonk a big hospital down that end as well. We'll also put in a little bit of death care, and I'll do the same over here. I'll put a crematorium over that side and a crematorium there, right next door to the hospital. So we've got death care and a few other bits and pieces added in, which already seems to be improving the quality of the buildings that we've got here, which that's a good thing. That is a good thing. So our unique buildings, we've got all of those now. The tourism and leisure ones we put mostly over in our tourism and leisure district. All of those buildings, apart from the B one, have already been built. Level 2, I got a couple here. So we've got the Mall of Moderation, which I'm going to plonk that one in there. I can't quite fit it in onto that corner, so I'll move it up one and we'll put it there. And then we got the Disaster Memorial as well. Does that one fit in there? It wouldn't have fit in there anyway. So we'll plonk that one up there. That's everything on there. This one here's climate research. 5,000 squares of farming specialization. We're going to get that one fairly soon because we've got a massive farming zone that we will be kicking into gear soon. Right here, we've got the Colossal Order. The HQ of Colossal Order, the super successful games company that makes millions. Requirement for the building is the Hadron... requirement for building the Hadron Collider. So we're going to put the colossal order building in. There we go. This is a proper tourist avenue, this is. Look at all this stuff. And then we got the official park. This little tiny one. Little dinky one right there in the middle. Courthouse right there. That one's 55,000 and we're down to 22,000. So Frithville has again run out of money. So we'll come back to that a little bit later on. Now, how are we doing over here? That's more like it. That is more like it. So the water is running down. The water is coming over here. At the moment, it appears to be holding roughly the same level. Water is flowing down in this direction. It's quite strong flowing here in places. It's coming up to there, disappearing in the sinkhole that is right there. And if you look up through, the entire lake is now drifting slowly down towards this end, which is absolutely wonderful. Pollution... Look at the pollution levels. We're not going to get pollution levels up this end unless we change things around. But that, you know, we can sort of live with that. The pollution here, this is growing and growing quite big now. Seems to be quite almost sinister. One thing that I was actually thinking that we could do in order to change this around a little bit and make this just a teensy bit more interesting is I'm going to take that one right there and I'm going to move it. And I'm going to move it over this side. Like this. Right? Nope. It wants to go that way round. Like that. And I'm going to put this one right there above our water source. Above our waterfall. That one's going to go there. It's going to need a pipe connection. So then I'll go to the next one. And I'll move that one. That one's going to go in here as well. Bring that one down. Sort of want to have it right on the edge as much as I can. And I'm going to... Actually, what I'll do is if I relocate, I'll pull out some of the middle ones. There. Drop you up there as well. And then we'll take that one and relocate. Bring that one... Go on, move you back a bit. There we go. Like that. Now, I don't know if the water source underneath this is going to absorb some of this that's coming through, or if it's just going to allow it to flow right through. I'm hoping that it just allows it to flow right through and we don't have any problems. Because if it does, like, absorb it and not allow it to slip down the bank, it's going to sort of spoil this whole effect, isn't it? But we'll put that one there. Like that. And then next we're going to go... We'll keep going in here and we'll keep moving every other one, I think. So let's just take that one, I think, there. And we'll bring this one. And now I'm going to bring some along this back wall up here. Put that one right there. Back over this side. Let's take you there. You seem to be pretty close with a load of them. And that one can go like that. And then that one as well. Now, this is going to spread it out a lot more. And it should mean also that we're going to end up with a lot more sort of pollution all the way around. Because that's kind of the idea now. We're wanting to spread this out and have pollution. What we don't want. Okay, I know that I'm now like deliberately trying to pollute all of the water. And this may seem a pretty terrible thing for me to go and do. And yeah, I agree. It does seem pretty grim. It does seem a fairly unpleasant sort of thing to go and do. But we don't want people coming to this lake and mistakenly thinking that this is good, clean drinking water or that they can swim here. Right? Because that would be a terrible... That would be absolutely awful. Fancy making that mistake. That would be genuinely terrible. So we really don't want that to happen. I'm going to take one more out of there. I'm going to take that one. And we're going to bring this one over here. I'm going to put another one over this way. Let me swivel around a little bit. Let's put you about there. And then you right there. Put you in there a bit. And then you, we can move over just a bit more. Drop you in there like that. That one doesn't need to move very far at all, actually. I'm pretty much moving that one next to where he was. That one there. Swivel that one round a bit and put it like that. Can't see it now. And then you, right there, you will come out and go to about that point. And then you come back a bit. About there, I think. Right. Hopefully, that's going to be enough. There. So now, we don't want people making the absolutely horrendous mistake of thinking that they can actually swim here, because it would just be really, really bad. That would be a very unpleasant thing to happen. It could lead to illness and stuff like that. So all we're doing is we're taking precautions and making sure that nobody is under the mistaken belief that they can actually come here and swim, because it would be terrible. It would be absolutely awful. So we're doing our bit for the environment by completely destroying the environment in this area. Does that make any sense to anybody? So I want to bring that one there like that. And that is a very steep slope on the... It said slope too steep for the pipe. So I'm wondering if the pipe is visible. I don't think the pipe ever becomes visible on the surface. Like, you go there, and that's just saying slope too steep, so it does have to stay underneath the ground. So, I mean, ideally, you'd want to bring it round like that and do it, wouldn't you? So we connect these up here like this and connect them there. And then I'm also going to run this pipe back round there and join that in like that. And there we have all of them joined up. So we'll switch that one off now, and... how's it going to do it over here? Is it actually working? It does appear to be. So then I can go to the water like that. I can see the water coming through, roughly. And we've still got the current flowing down this way. That's excellent. That's what we want. And then we've got the current on there. And then we have a look at the pollution levels. So this is where our pollution is going to come. So we've got... pollution coming down. Now, this is the bit. What's happening here? Is it actually flowing down over that water? It seems to be. So looking at that, it doesn't seem to be absorbing it into that water source. It just seems to be flowing out from that water source, which is, that's what we want. And then you look at the pollution. It's kind of just blending the pollution in now. It'll blend the two together. We've got strong pollution over on this side. And then strong pollution on there. I wonder if I should put some more in here. Maybe I could just buy in a couple of extra. If we get that one there, look, and put you in there like that. There. If I go up to the top here like this, it's not allowing me to actually connect in because of where the pipes are at the moment. That's what it's doing. It's trying to, like, join them in, and it's doing it a little bit strangely. So I'm going to have to bring them down like that in order for these to work. And also, it's going with where it thinks the shoreline is as well. So it is sort of coming round in a circle. But what I can do is I can now just have that. I can join this one here. Like that, with a secondary line, and then join it back like that, and join that one back like that. And that'll connect all of those together, so then they're all coming out like that. Okay, that's actually pretty cool. I like the way now that those have got quite a long drop on them as well. I think that looks quite cool with that. And then, if you look down here, we've got a stronger level of pollution coming in around this area here. So you're not going to be getting people mistakenly coming in here and going for a swim, thinking that it's all safe and it's all tickety-boo. Then you got the pollution. It's coming over to here. It's actually come all the way along the edge of the bank over here, where the current seems to be strongest. And then it's going to start pulling out from there in this way, I would guess. Although that's really a case of now wait and see. And we'll just sort of see what happens to it later on. Right. Down here. We've got the Colossal Order building down there. We've got 450,000 at the moment. So we've got enough room for the courthouse. Where should we put that one? That one can go right in there. So that's all of the level 3 buildings, all of the level 2, apart from that one there where we need the farming specialization, and that one where we need self-sufficient specialization. Level 4 buildings, we've got the business park. It's just that one. There we go, that one can go right there. And then we've got the grand library. Yeah, and this is the oppression office. When in need of oppression, go to the oppression office. It's their speciality. Requirement for building the medical center. Okay, so we put that one into there. And then this one here, floating gardens, 5,000 squares of organic and local produce specialization built, and we're 2,000 on that one. Let's have a look to the next one. We've got, well, we've got one there that we can't afford, which is the Sphinx of Scenarios. Win any 3 scenarios to gain the Sphinx of Scenarios. Well, we haven't done scenarios, and I'm not particularly interested in doing scenarios either, I gotta be honest. Servicing services offices. Offers all kinds of services. This building serves as the headquarters, and it's a requirement for building the Eden project. Okay, we're going to build that one in there. It's just some mad sort of office type building. I don't really know what. That one there oh, that's $250,000 to build that one. Everything else has been built, and then we've got the level 6 buildings up here. So we've got the Sky Tower, which is a mod one that I've added, and the Sea and Skyscraper. I thought that was a mod one as well that I added. Now, what happened to the other mod one that I put in? There was another mod one. It wasn't there. Wasn't there another mod one? Maybe it was in here. No. Ah, it's there. That one. That's a mod that I put in, and this one is very cool looking. But what I was actually thinking is this one I'd like to go in the IT zone. I thought this one would look quite cool over here in the IT offices in the middle of this area here, because we've got, well, actually we've got those bits there, but no, over here on 1977 Rugrat Islands, this one right here, if we could put this one in here, I think this would be very, very awesome. So I'm looking very carefully at what buildings we've got. Because I don't want to, like, destroy too many buildings if I'm going to put this one in here. And that's the closest point that I can build it. Can I build it on the outside edge anywhere? If I could build it on the outside edge of this island, I can't. That would be about the best point that I could do it, and it won't reach that far. It's, the building is still too big to go onto the water there. This here might do it. No, cannot build on water. Plus, it's already occupied. Ooh, right. Well, I could build it there. Let's put it there, because we haven't actually had to remove that many buildings to have it there in place. Carla Tower is a planned skyscraper that will become the tallest building of Scandinavia. It's located in Gothenburg, Sweden. We can build more than one of those if we want to. And then up here, we've got the Sky Tower, and we've got the Theatre of Wonders, and we've got the Sea and Skyscraper, which we'll worry about later. But we've got that one there. Look at that. Look at that skyscraper there. That is some building. Okay, that one's actually really impressive. I know I just said about, you know, getting buildings with, you know, for mods and stuff, but that is a seriously impressive looking tower. Right. We'll keep that one there. So what about this other one then? The Sky Tower. This one, really, this is one that needs to go in a central location, isn't it? This one, this is where this one's got to go. There's no other place that you'd want to put this one other than right in here somewhere. And I reckon about there. We could put it there, so it goes behind the taxi rank. No, actually, it's a center location, isn't it? It's got to be a center location right there. Look at that. Everybody likes that one. Ha 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 ha. That's just gone instantly blue with that. Listen to the dinging. Everybody loves it. Right, that's going to... all of the buildings have suddenly upgraded because we've now got the Sky Tower right here. That is Everything is just upgraded. Literally everything is just upgraded in this part of the city. Oh, that is absolutely amazing. It's like instant. There was no like hesitation whatsoever. It's just instant. Everything is upgraded. We got better offices, houses, commercial district, everything. By that one sky tower going in there. That has made a seriously impressive difference to the city. I'm thinking of building another one of them because that was really impressive. We don't really have very much over here, so maybe we could build one of these, and Poorside will start to actually improve a little bit. You never know. So this one here is, oh, Entertainment 2000 on that one. This one here is Entertainment 100. And if I go back, oh, hang on, no, I've got the money now. If I could do the Sphinx of Scenarios, that's Entertainment 50. That tower there, that is Entertainment 120. It's the really high entertainment level. That's what's done it. That's where it's come from. So if I go with this Sea and Sky Scraper right here, I don't quite have enough room. We got to be able to find a location to put. Actually, I can put it right in there. I found a location for it. I can drop that one right in there. And that is instantly upgrade. That's instantly improved the local area a little bit, but nothing like one of these would. If I drop one of these in, Poorside is going to become a lot less poor than it used to be. So I think that's what we're going to try and do. Oh, building already exists. No, it won't let me put a second one in. Right, well, Poorside doesn't get the really awesome one because, yeah, it's not allowed to. But it does get a little bit. It does have a bit of an up. See, we got some upgrades going on over here already because of that tower. Instantly, we got upgrades coming in. Theatre of Wonders. And the Sphinx over there. So maybe I should drop the Sphinx in somewhere over here. It's very cool. And but it is only like this little tiny thing. So I reckon if we drop it in here, it'll benefit a load of people here. They'll be happy with it. And we'll get something else to go in some of our other zones. And we've got one last well, actually, we've got two. Sparkly Unicorn Rainbow Park, which sounds pretty cool. That's 500,000. And we've also got the Theatre of Wonders. So we got those two still to do. We'll get to those. How are you doing? Right, so we've got a lot less sort of demanding areas over here, but it was this one here, this statue. I did not. It's the it was because it's 2,000 entertainment value that has transformed this part of the city. We're over 150,000 people now in the city, which is really cool. I really like that. And this area here is going to become our self-sufficient zone, I think. I think that's what we're going to do with this. We're going to build a complete self-sufficient zone in the middle here where all the touristy bits are, and we'll work on that. We've got a tunnel going in there, and we've got a load of trains waiting to get on the track right here. So we've got trains coming this way, but they're going into the tunnel, and yeah, it's because they're queuing to get off the map. Look, they're queuing there to get off the map, they're queuing there, actually they're queuing there to get on the map. But they're queuing on the map, and that's the bit where we're running into trouble. Now, housing at the moment, we don't have any demand at all, but we're back again. Back once again with the the demand for commercial zoning. Commercial zoning just doesn't seem to stop. There never seems to be like it doesn't dry up, the demand for it at all. It's there continuously all the time. So where are we going to put in more commercial zoning? We've got all of these trains here, which are all generally causing us trouble. I'm going to ignore the trains. I'm just going to ignore them from this point on because, quite frankly, I don't really... You know, over, under, and putting one-way systems and stuff like that, I'm sure it would be a good idea, but I still don't quite understand how I'd make it work. Unless I put one-way track going all the way out here. Would that even work? If I put one-way track up to here? If I was to have one-way track coming all the way out here, would that even work? Would I be able to do that? If I go here a minute, one way right there, upgrade, cannot create more outside connections. I can go there, and I can upgrade that, but that then only gives you a single track. It doesn't put a double track on there, and they still come up there and they stop anyway. So there's nothing that I can do with it. Like here, if I put down a track here, cannot create more outside connections. It won't let me do it. So I'm not really sure what I'm supposed to do there. Got that one way. I mean, it's going to stop the trains coming in, but it still doesn't, you know, they're still slow going out, and we need them to be able to go out faster than that. So I'm not sure that that is the answer, really, having this one-way track on here. Maybe it is. Maybe I'm missing something. But at the moment, I've got no idea. I really don't. Not sure what to do about that. But, yeah, the trains are slightly ludicrous at the moment. Anyway, I've nearly run out of time for today's episode. I'm thinking that we will very soon start on the farming. The housing here is still increasing, but we need to figure out... I think we'll probably just add in a bit more roads and stuff and build more commercial specialization down here in this part. Then I'll be able to do... Well, I was thinking of housing over there, but I'm not sure about housing at the moment. Housing, I am going to do a big section of housing over here as well. And I think to that end, we could actually get started on a little bit of that. Just marking a piece out. I want to take large roads here. I want the 6-lane road. And I want that 6-lane road to go straight out from there. And I'm doing a straight road here, which is going to go over to there. Then I'm going to stop. And I want to get... Right, I can't build a road there. Can't build a road there. Or there. I can build a road there. And I can come in there like that. But actually, what I want to do is... Because I want to be able to build a road as tight to there as I possibly... And actually, I can do it there like that. Okay, so we can build that one down. And... it should go... But that's not straight. That's not coming off straight. That's 90 degrees there. Oh no, that should be straight. Come down there like that. That's right? I think that's right. I think that's what I wanted to do. And then that one will come off of there like that. So then I need to do something else similar on this side. And I think there is... Nope, that's not the optimal point at all. I can move back in just a little tiny... I want to... say we bring it in there. So that's 90 degrees there. Oh, I can go back in a little bit tighter. 90 degrees. Right, see, that goes right up against there. So we're not going to be left with very much in the way of land that's not really being used. That's kind of what I'm trying to avoid here. So I bring you up there, and I drop you down in there. So we've got 2 joins up there. Then this one here is going to go straight across there. And it's going to reach that point there. And then I want this to come out here. So actually, what we're going to need to do then is delete that and that. This road here is going to continue over to that point there. And then it's better, actually, if it goes on just a little bit further. That one will go to there. That one will go up to there, and then I take that one and I remove that bit so it goes round the corner, and we've just got those junctions on there like that. Next, we want to go here, and this one now... What? Slope too steep. It doesn't like that, so what we'll start it from this end then. I'll bring road straight up here like this. And... I don't like the idea of having too many of these junctions. So actually, I got a new idea for this, so that I can still do this whole thing where I put all of these roads in, but it's gonna behave slightly differently than what we've had it so far. And I don't really need 6-lane roads on this. That one could all move over by just 2 spots, I think, and I'm going to do that. So if I go up through and I remove all of Travis Street like this, there, and I'll also remove those bits of Travis Street as well. Then we will come back down here, and that one there is going to go like that. So that one's there at 180, and we'll just keep riding up through here like this. And bring that one to that point there. What's that? 90 degrees, isn't it? Yeah. Right, it moves back slightly. That's not 90 degrees to there. So what I need to do here is I want to remove that bit there. Then I can take this one, and that one just goes straight out like that. You go up here so you join in where you're supposed to join in. And then that one deletes the end of that one there. And then I take this one here and I can join that into there. I'll go straight across like that. Put you in there. Right. There's that bit. So then we come down here, and now what I want to do here is, instead of having it join down here on each and every one, this bit, yeah, again, that bit we can ignore on that side. So it's these bits in the middle here. So I'm going to remove that one, and that one, and that one. It's going to be like that. Right? And then this is going to go... That's going to do that, so that's going to join in along there. This one here is going to come up just a little tiny bit further, as is that one there. So this one over here could come up a little bit even further than that. And we'll take you, and we'll put you all... Nope, still not enough. You can go all the way down to there like that. There we go. Right. And then that one there, yes, we've got a little bit of a gap there. We know that's going to happen. And we'll see about changing some of these roads around in a bit. Or when we come back to doing this. So these roads here, these are going to go all the way across. These are going to go all the way up to here. And they're going to join to the roads up at that end as well. And that one there is going to do the same. That one's going to join in there like that. So they go all the way through. Then this road here, this one goes all the way up, but it doesn't go all the way across. This one goes to that point right there. And the same on this side over here. That one goes all the way up to that point right there. And then these two, they also come up here somewhere. And where did we go? We came out by 2. So what I want to do is I want to put that one out by 2 along there. Put you out to that way. To there like that. So it's basically I'm trying to mirror it down each end. So that one will go up to there like that. Now, I could just have a loop, or I could get rid of these and do it like that. So then I've got that little loop around there. And I put the road... This one will go across here, and that one will go across there like that. And then I'll do the same on this side. Go to there and to there. And then we'll come up this way, and we've got this. Actually, I want to move it down a little bit, I think. No, it's fine. It's fine. We'll just do it like that. Okay, so, kind of want to put it... What's it about there, is it? So on the second one? Yeah. Alright, well, we'll just do it like that. We'll go from there, and we'll go across out to that one. And then we'll do the same here, across and out to that one like that. We've got a road that goes straight the way along there, and then that road there, we want to have it roughly in the middle. And that one there is going to go all the way across like this. A bit across to there, and all the way across there as well, I think. If I put that one all the way across to there, yes, I will. This one here, I can't actually do that unless I take that one and I move that building, which is what I'm going to do. If I take that building right there and I move you, I'll put you just the other side of the road. You can go right there like that. And then we go back over to road here, and this road, it can't quite go through that section. But what I can do is I can put that one at an angle. That's fine. We can put that one at an angle, and that can come out to there. So then we've got this join that goes all the way through. This bit here, I was thinking of joining in over here somewhere, and the same with this piece up here. But we'll get to that later on. We're not going to worry about it at the moment. So there's our new sort of thing. And I'm hoping, yes, we've got some traffic that will come across here, and it may get a little bit busy in places. But generally speaking, this is just where the residential stuff is. And the main routes around are going to be down here, which is going to make a significant difference. The only thing I need now is a link to the garbage. And we've got to make sure that we've got a tunnel coming up, linking us directly to the garbage pit down there. And we'll worry about that next time. So, that's all we got time for today. So if you've enjoyed this episode, then please head down below and give us a like. And if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me. Get them to come and watch as well. That would be awesome. And until next time, thank you very much for watching. This is Frithgar. Goodbye, and see you later.